Hi everyone, it's Michael Jackson with a 1, a 3, an underscore, a 5, and a 0. Did I miss the underscore? No, I didn't miss the underscore. I'm playing White Knight. I've got 3 matches left, and I'm starting to get the hang of this game. I wonder how many chapters there are. If it gets too difficult, I've got a walkthrough on my phone that I can look at. It's pretty good. So yeah. Let's get this thing crackin' lackin'. I don't have time to look at those. Oh, I got matches over there. From Henry to Margaret. Margaret, the day I touched your cold hand for the first time, I knew we would never love you. Wow, some type of love letter. I'm surprised you could actually give birth to creatures kind as well, my goodness. Actually, I like to believe life chose the best for him as I'm dead already for you, so... But I need to write I wanted that the head of the company would be a Vesper. William, my only heir, is but a child. You will have to handle it like a true Vesper. I don't trust you, but William needs his mother. Oh my goodness. I think to take my son from you if you notice you do not fill your obligations properly. That was my water. Let me remind you, by debts. I feel like that's how you should read it, just sassy. I can only hope my death will free you from some of the Vesper. Dang, you get a little sassy. This is a trap. I knew it. Three. Woo! Yep. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get the matches because I need them bad. I need them real bad. I need them real bad. The 2 photographs right here. Like this hallway. William Vesper Diary, excerpt number 6, November 21st, 1921. Tonight, I again woke up with a start. It felt like there was a weight on my chest. The shadows seemed to condense more and more because of the hatred. Her hatred, that wrench, would never leave me in peace. I tried to turn on the light, but the fuses tripped once again. As I was reaching for the matchbox I keep under my pillow, I felt, dear God, I felt the tip of her nails on my arm. I screamed and fell out of bed. Then I remembered the matches I keep in the pocket of my pajamas. As dark... Wait a minute. Who keeps matches in his pajamas? That's weird. As the darkness that were lurking below the bed started crawling along my legs, or scratched the match, and it felt as if the room started to inflate, returning to its original size. I couldn't sleep anymore. I went to town. Once again I had to do something, but these moments of peace are getting shorter and shorter. Let me give some advice to you viewers up there. If in the middle of the night you reach under your bed to what was he doing? He was plugging in. I don't your bed or under your arm, and you ever feel nails of somebody, of a ghost in your house, and it's been bothering you to the point where you have to go out of your house, maybe you shouldn't be in that house. Sell it. Buy a new one. Unless it's like one of those ghosts that aren't attached to the house but is attached to you, and wherever you go it just follows you around. After that you can't do nothing but get a priest in there. Do some like hallelujah stuff. Okay, yeah. Science books. Oh, so he was trying to get rid of her using science. You don't need science, you need Jesus. That looks like a good door. William Vesper Diary, excerpt number 17, May 16th, 1928. Mother's birthday was yesterday. She harassed me all night. Her insect-like voice and insults drove me crazy. Then, as I was sleeping, the beating, the scratching. Where were you, Luna? You have been gone for nights. I jumped out of bed, took the car in town. I saw that lonely girl stumbling on the sidewalk. Her hair was black, a color I abhor. I abhor. He hates the color. I opened the door. She was drunk and chilled to the bone, and got in. The knife was beneath my seat, so I didn't have the strength to do it. So I brought her back here. As I write this, she is tied in Mother's favorite seat. Fear has made her dirty it already. I don't know where to start. After putting on my mask and a suitable outfit, I started cutting her forearms and thighs. Blood flowed. I felt nauseous and walked out to puke. It wasn't enough. Luna didn't react. Meanwhile, Mother and the choir of shadows kept mocking at my defeat. Wicked child, shame to your blood. I will show you. I'm starting to get this story. So William Vesper, the son of Margaret and what was it? I know Venter. Henry Vesper and Margaret Venter, I guess? I don't know. So they had William, and William is haunted by the ghost of his mom. So he's a serial killer that killed Luna. And Luna is what's her last name? I don't know. But Luna, oh excuse me. Luna is the drunk singer who thought that she was gonna be a superstar in Las Vegas, but ended up like this instead. She was killed, and now you got two ghosts. You got Luna, who's mad, but she's a good one. She's the good one that be singing. And then you got the bad one, the one that hates you, the mama ghost. Okay. Did I get it right? Oh, it's just like Scooby-Doo. They're setting it up. No. William Vesper's Diary, excerpt number 18, May 19, 1928. As I was studying an Amerindian Amerindian ritual sacrifice. So American Indian. So a Native American, right? Is that right? Okay. Amerindian ritual sacrifice when the fuse is tripped. I was grabbed and thrown to the ground by shadows, dragged to the storeroom, and managed to toggle switch. Electricity saved me. I engaged, I grabbed the knife and a mask. I returned to the girl. I sat on her to prevent her from moving. I stabbed her by following my instinct, straight in her belly, that secret matrix. Her white skin was like the moon reddening more and more with each new scar. Then I saw higher art in the making, the work turning from white, the alchemical albedo, to rubedo, the red work that concludes the magnum opus. It all made sense, life, death, and transmutation of matter, and the active tincture of the philosopher's elixir was leaking over me. Intoxicated, I poured her blood to the last drop. I bathed in that body as I witnessed life flowing away from it. When I turned back, Luna's silvery eye had returned and was watching us from behind the window. The shadows were silent. I think I am free. Let's spoke. I found a way to quiet the night. Oh, so those were the science books and the psychology books and the physics books. He was trying to calm his mama using the spirit of the girl. From Henry to William. William, my son, that you would see me leaving as I am now is breaking my heart. I admire your courage and I don't know how to thank you for seeing me as your father. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. I am not sleepy. To the end, another sick man or a madman. I am tired, my fingers are shaking, and yet there are so many things I still like to tell you. That death is a terrible thing, William. It makes us weak, cowardly. It takes everything from us. No, it doesn't. Death is something that should be... You know what? Let's not get into that. Let's say this. There's a reason why there's a circle. There's a circle of life. And death is part of that circle. And without it, we would be nothing. You get it? You get it? Okay. And wise advisors. I was to Jack Winterstone. You already know him and you will learn to appreciate how valuable a friend can be. You will be free then, free from her. I need to sleep. If you ever are in doubt, play the piano. I will hear you. Oh, that's nice. All that read out, you drink water. That's a cool note. Well, not the don't trust your mother and the, like, all that. But if you are ever in doubt, play the piano, I will hear you. That's a nice note. But then you're gonna set up false. Oh, there it is. Oh, snap. That's cheap. That was a cheap. Wow. Entrance off. At this point, it's not scary, it's just cheap. Let's get that one. Let's go to that one. This is the bathroom. Look at the Boston. That's sick for. I don't know, would you call it a mansion? Because I know there's certain circumstances of how big it has to be. Letter from Dr. Rosenthal. Dear Margaret, I cannot come every day to treat your husband's seizures. As I told you, they are at the stage of the disease. Fully understand your worries, considering the responsibilities of your husband and the Vesper business, which is why I urge you to get ready for the worst. Henry refuses to be sent to the hospital. Enjoying his family and his home is part of his last will. Let me be clear, all doubts once and for all through the placental barrier. In other words, it doesn't cross generations. Syphilis killed your father, but you are healthy and sound. Your son is healthy and sound as well. This idea of inherited congenital dementia. Congenital? I don't know that word. Congenital? Congenital? Time to Google it. So I'll just see how it sounds. I had it right, congenital. Because I saw genital. And then I just put the con in front of it. Their son is healthy and sound as well. The idea of congenital dementia is an obsession and intellectual construct, nothing more. You are obviously exhausted. You should take some rest, Dr. Rosenthal. So this family is only worried about the family business. So it has syphilis. That's old disease. It's real old. People still get it, but it's not common. Not hereditary. It's passed on through the placental barrier. I've never had a seizure, but it seems like an out-of-body experience. It seems something that you only can experience when you have it. Like, you can't just simulate it. I don't know. It's just his art. So strumming back to textile world. He was saying like he reached under his bed. The modern evolution of fashion. Selena? From Selena to William, excerpt number 5. I always remember 1936 as the year I discovered jazz clubs in Harlem. The Savory Ballroom, the Radium Club. Ooh. The Log Cabin, the Cotton Club, the Theatrical Grill, the Ellington, Henderson, Calloway, Armstrong. But even though I date a colored man, I'm not one of them. In America, white people still hang African Americans. That's true. Roosevelt and the New Deal won't change a thing. William, because... well, that was read terribly. Roosevelt and the New Deal won't change a thing, William. Because your country still tries to cure an imaginary disease by mutilating itself. That's true. One night, Jim encourages me to get on the stage. I am drunk and sad, so I sing a step, a folk song from home, the same song I sang for you last night. But I improvise around the theme in a very jazzy way. After I stop, there is silence. I'm about to collapse. I feel dizzy. Suddenly the crowd bursts into applause, and they go on cheering me as if they will never stop. It's because of that song that I am nicknamed the Little Northern Star by Armstrong. Dear old Louis, so far away today. Louis, not Louis Armstrong, it's Louis. So she played with Louis Armstrong. That's cool. Hanging around with African American jazz artists. Oh, and by the way, Chuck Berry. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. And by the way, Elvis did not invent rock and roll. Let me just say that. It was the black guy who did it. He admitted it himself, so. Yeah, I can save. Woo woo. I can save. Woo woo. I can save. Woo woo. From Selena Williams, excerpt number 4. I feel like after this gameplay is just gonna be me reading. Jim loves jazz! Really? He is so sweet. I am his princess from the cold, he says. We are in May of 1936 and he thinks the West Coast isn't swinging anymore. Isn't singing enough, not anymore. Sorry, I just ad-libbed that. Jazz expands from New Orleans to New York, where clubs are crazy. They dance, they sing, the party never ends. That's why everything takes a new turn this very year. Jim tells me he loves me. Oh, okay. So this is where it gets weird. I'm 24 and he is 15 years older. That man is 39. He is the first man I ever really knew. He wants to move his office to New York and live there with me. New York, can you imagine? But the band refuses to go. Getz has a kid, Marcus is about to get married, Bill doesn't like New York. This is the end of Selena and her frozen sons. I don't care, Jimmy says. The audience wants you, and they will have you. My parents disagree. If I leave, I am not their child anymore, but I already belong to my fans. Well.
Feeling her so close was overwhelming. For a moment, I was a teenage boy again, witnessing a woman's magic for the first time. She was beautiful and classy, like an angel who had fallen to earth. I tried reaching out to her, but to no avail. I had to find a way to get her to see me. I had to find a way to enter her world.
No! No! No, why do you... No, just because she... He's a thirsty, man. A ghost, really? This is Casper, oh my goodness. Yeah. William Vesper Diary, excerpt number 15, March 19th, 1932. Yesterday, Luna had abandoned me. The sky was so bottomless. Who is this? William. I tried to fix the house wiring, but I ran away. Oh, that did not sound good. Only the smoke remained. I went to town only to learn that Selena would not sing that night. Bad luck! So I drank. When I was drunk, I sat by the piano. As I would at home, I improvised a jazzy lament, and when I raised the head again, she was there holding a glass in her hand. Something burst inside of me. She started to sing, encouraged me to keep playing. She said, I already met pianists with golden fingers, but yours are made of flesh. There is a lot of humanity in your touch. You are talented. We drank the whole night and spoke of the past. She ended up crying. I didn't know what to do. Her face was attracting the light like the crescent moon. Now she wants me to play for her on stage with her. I am so happy and crazy, sick from too much drinking. So you can... Oh, please. Haha. California by Selena Sandig. Sandrig? Is this a poem or a song? I'm gonna sing this like it's a poetry slam. Bass in the back. Doom 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 doom. California. Your salty flowers have curled my hair. There I found the key of the world that made a woman out of a girl. Dancing! I looked straight into your flaming heart of pearl. Dad! Mom! Is it all true? Watch me leave through the fiery gate of the stage where I found my fate, and my songs turn the crowd mad. Miss, they shout ardently, you are beautiful, how you scare me, I say lying. Give me more of this champagne, the sparkling wine that makes me sing, like a nightingale, at least free to fly. Dum 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 dum. San Francisco, my skin whitens under. Let me sing your echo. Los Angeles, lead me to heaven. Among your angels, pouring my glass diamond money, give the crowd almighty, like a drink of silver from my foreign lips, still bitter. Doom 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 doom. Nothing's too much. Nothing's like that touch. I know this is not heaven. Give me the angels. Give me the crowd. Give me the crowd. Woo! Woo! Doom 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 doom. Not interested in fashion books. Come on, man. You gotta be well-rounded at least. I do not like this room. Ain't there a door right here? Bad door. Step into the bad side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Really, man? All I gotta do, just find the light. That doesn't help anything. African country trips. Missouri. September 15th, 1911. Henry firmly dug his fingers in my wrist. I couldn't move, and I saw God with the sword bearing a steel star. Fear left me, and I started walking away, dragging Henry out of the bed. He fell to the ground, and his head hit a vase. As he was moaning and trying to keep blood from flowing from his open head, I talked to the shadow in him. You think you fear you anymore? If you think you have a place in this family, I'll disappoint you. Henry, you can save him, but you never have William. Snap, snap, snap. Henry started crying, his eyes rolling as he was calling for his mother. God, how disgusting a madman looks. Dr. Rosenthal diagnosed aggravated syphilis, contracted God knows where. I was surprised. He told me to prepare myself for the worst, that he would have other attacks. It doesn't matter. I care only about the future, about William. He can still be saved, and with him, the dignity of this house. This is my mission. I will give it all. Wait, isn't syphilis a sexually transmitted disease? So he was cheating on her with syphilis. Yeah, it's a STD. So he's been doing something behind closed doors. Okay. See, I knew it was. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 16, June 3rd, 1913. I haven't entered his room since the first attack. Today I went to visit Henry after my prayer. I expected to find him broken down, wrapped in this stench of death. On the opposite, he looked peaceful, and the room was clean. The servants were taking care of him like a child. When I asked him how he felt, he laughed. You are a dark son, Margaret. You being here doesn't bode well. Uh-oh. Look at that. I'm going to pull up till you see it. After bode well, you see that period? It should be inside the quotation. I offered him to pray with me, to share what he had on his heart. He answered, you can't share anything with the locked chest. Look, see that other print, that other period? It should be inside the quotation mark. God is open for you. See that? You see that comma? The comma should be inside that quotation mark. I told him, I'm only his vessel. You see that period right there? Did that period inside the quotation. He started reciting the Bible. Now the earth was formless and empty. The darkness was over the surface of the deep. Then he added, this is what the world is to me now. See? They did it good right there. See it? That's perfect. Perfect. And also says that the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. See that comma? See that comma? Should be inside. I tried, he laughed. Unless it's my fault and I'm just not good at putting at punctuation. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You who are filled with his spirit every day, look at you and tell me it's not poison. So that period is in its right place. I left him. His soul is dead. His body will soon follow. There's flies. Is this a dead body in here? Oh my goodness. It's his dead body. Ew. That body was Henry Vesper. Oh, Henry Vesper last note, June 1930. This is Jay. It is. He's probably not reading it like that. June 1913. This is June. I can tell what day it is. I'm not only losing my mind, I'm losing my memory as well. My father left me two things. One of the biggest companies in Boston, and this disease that corrupts my blood, weakens me, keeps me away from my family. When I come out those manic episodes, I'm feeling empty. Break before the next one. What really breaks my heart is that William sees me in this state. Despite all my efforts to spare him the worst of it, his affection for me has changed, and I love him even more for that. As for Margaret, she finds me disgusting. I choked on my water. As for Margaret, she finds me as my wife. She's not a mother. She's a wolf. Only waiting to tear you to pieces the moment you fall to your knees. I'll fight to the end just to show her bravery is not the result of a strict education, nor the legacy of a long lost glorious past. Bravery is facing hardships while remaining. I'm not lacking in that manner. I hope William figured it as well. He's getting a little sassy towards the end. The window! The window! What? Ah, I ran right into it too. So where am I? Oh, okay, so the girl was singing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I've read all the books already. Look at them like that. Then she's gonna be right there. Okay. There was a room up here, right? Oh, that was the door. Been there. Okay, so this is probably. I'm about to say, did I just die? But I died.
This room was different. It was a dead space. A breach opened in the night. A world trying to mimic another. Memories, maybe. Suppressed memories. Sadness. Letting myself fall into a trap was starting to be a bad habit.
There goes piano. Oh, play, baby, play. Play that one about the bear in the woods.
Follow me.
Oh no, Lena. Rescaten pace. Hopefully I said that right. Sesame Street reference, but I didn't say it right. It's supposed to be in Italian. Fudge.
Where are you?
No! Good dang it. Whew. Oh goodness, I panicked so hard. Oh, there's chains. Uh-oh. Come on down, eh? You bust that down? I don't even like the way that looks. I know that was gonna happen. See, I've been playing games for too long. I knew that was gonna happen. What's that? Oh, is that a mirror? Because I see myself. Go back over there before you end up dying, man. Jesus! That's what you need. Marcus Diary, Extra 14, September 15, 1911. Found Henry Yankee on his bed, naked, grasping the sheets as if they were chains. When Sarah entered, she screamed, "He is possessed!" I told her to wake up service and go look for Dr. Rosenthal. She was too happy to leave. Now let me tell you, that punctuation is correct. Any question mark or any exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point should be inside the quotations. Now, colons and semicolons should be outside the quotation marks. Parentheses, not parentheses, periods. Periods and commas go inside the quotation marks. There you go. I told her to wake up the servants and go look for... Okay. I came close to Henry in the darkness. His eyes looked like two balls of mercury, the eyes of the sun. He had scars all over his chest, inflicted by his own nails. He grasped the sleeve of my gown and hissed, "There you are!" He dragged me towards him. Towards the obscene swells of his crotch. The past and the present were one, drawing a sinister, bloody line to the future. He was lost, a wrecked man like my father. Abstooned, God turned his back on me. No, he didn't. He's got a plan for everybody. That's part of the plan. Is that blood? I don't like this. Sorry guys, be right back.